Okay, having lived in Australia, didn't need a snowblower. Been on this property for 7 years, and that driveway there, we can't get in or out, so it's time we got a snowblower. The one I chose after quite a bit of research, and basically I was thinking I wanted something bigger than 24, but I was going for a bit better quality, well, in my mind. I don't think there's any atrocious snowblowers out there. I think they all do the job, but we get heavy wet snow, so I thought getting the narrower one with the bigger augers, and this particular brand and model kept showing up, so that's the one we got. So this is just a quick unboxing. Never had a snowblower before, so this is something new for me. So, a couple of the things I was looking for was that steel, and I don't know, I think the plastic ones are probably okay for durability with snow and stuff like that. It's just my personal choice. Not bagging any other brand or any particular one. So I'm probably going to shoot this just to see what we have here, how it's arranged. Apparently I need some tools, and I'll just put this out here. Yeah, I got a bit of a slope there, so makes the tailgate pretty close. So my plan is to, because we're all a little bit sick at the moment, not with COVID, just sore throats and colds. So none of us are feeling energetic at the moment. So I'm probably just going to break this down and get the machine to where it'll actually, I can fire it, put oil and fire it up and run it. And it has 6 forward speeds and 2 reverse. I'll probably just put a board on here and I'll wheel it back, or actually I think this might be facing forward. So anyway, we're going to utilize the wheels to get it out of here. That's the other thing I like, is this is one of the features on the back of the machine to actuate the transmission. It's a steel rod instead of just a cable. So it's little things like that. It has, okay, so a 14-inch auger with a large, I believe it's 254 cubic inch. Not sure on the horsepower of that, but you know, if it runs, it's, unless you hit a rock or a tree or something like that, even the small motors will turn a bit of snow around. But yeah, having a bit of bigger motor doesn't hurt. Oh, hopefully you won't need to use that too often. So having a larger auger with a smaller intake, my plan is that, okay, a 30-inch would maybe take more snow, but would I have to stop and clear it every couple of minutes? This way I think the 24, especially on these steep slopes, will be able to drive the unit forward, and I'll probably have to do an extra pass on that 900 feet right up to the top of the driveway there, up to the road. So there's a couple of rises, flat area. In that flat area there, it gets to be quite a bit deeper than the rest of here. So we'll just see how it goes. Okay. Oops. That's the crank handle for the direction of that. And those nice big 16-inch tyres. They actually look bigger in real life than what they do on all the YouTube videos and even on this. Oh, and that was the other thing. I looked at a couple of other brands, Husqvarna, and good machine and everything, but there were small things, you know, just the little things, which led me to this machine. And actually Cub Cadet has the same style of gearbox as this. I believe what a lot of guys are calling a top load. So there's no actual seam here, and supposedly there's actual tougher gears in here. And I mean, it's like anything else. You've got to maintain it, look after it, keep it clean. If it gets damaged, fix it. But what I found on other machine was that they have the split down through there, and I'm sure they're okay in lighter applications. Well, ours is a little bit more heavy duty. I wouldn't say commercial, because we're not going to be using it like 6 months of the year, but I wanted a machine I could rely on. And it has this brace at the top. Now I don't know if snow is going to collect in this, but I do see it kind of gather around there on some of the videos. But all in all, I believe that this area back in here is actually deeper than some. There's some debates over spoon shaped versus straight versus how much gap should be in there. I've seen a couple of good tips. I'll have to get some Teflon spray or something and just spray all this in before the snow, because that'll supposedly that helps make it slippery inside there and stop the build up, which, you know, every little bit helps. So shear pins. So this, I believe, is what they call a ribbon type auger. Now, between the other brand I formerly coughed and I couldn't pronounce it properly, this here is an actual bearing, and whether it's a bronze or steel bush, or which I presume it would be, because I wouldn't think ball bearings would be suitable for that application. That's what I'm seeing there is metal. Quite a few other ones, that's just a lump of plastic. You know, you've only got to hit, you know, and if they don't have the bracing here and you've got plastic here, and you hit a rock or something with here, because hey, I'm on a gravel driveway and there are rocks. You know, I can see it getting bent and broken pretty easy. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So this is all steel here. Some people will say that they put plastic here in this section to stop this wearing out. I think in 20 years of use, if that begins to wear out, I'll probably weld another plate on the inside and we'll be good for another 20. So I'm not concerned about that, and I don't think that's a big issue whether that's plastic or not. It seems to be welded pretty good and sealed or close. Yeah, there's a little bit of a gap down there, but yeah, you're not going to get too much snow. And I guess if you had to, you could always just cut this out and weld a new piece in. It's got adjustable steel shoes. You know what? I'll use them. Steel versus plastic on here. Some say that the nylon one's a little bit longer and they're fully rounded. They'll glide better over the snow. I'll see how these go, and maybe I'll experiment with nylon ones. see how we get on there, and maybe I'll do a video on comparing the differences between the two. But you know, as long as they're adjustable and they do the job, there's not a problem with either one. So there's already air in the tyres, both tyres. Okay, let's see if there's oil in the engine. Yeah, there's oil in the engine. Looks like it's on the low mark, so I will check and top that up. I'll probably do maybe well, wouldn't hurt to change the oil every year on this thing anyway, and look after it, since it's a fairly large investment. So quite a chunky machine. So 24, I went to another store with a different brand just to kind of compare sizes, because everybody's advertising snowblowers left, right and centre, and nobody's got any stock. Or if you go to a store, oh well, it's probably out the back somewhere and we haven't unpacked it and we don't know if, when we're going to get to it. So, and chances are, even the two that were set up in one store, comparing a 24 inch to a 27 or 28 inch, it actually, I'm sure this compared to a 30 inch, you know, that extra 3 inches out either side or so, you know, would be look significant. As I said, you know, I'll just have to do an extra pass up and down the driveway. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes. So I think this one will be able to go forward and at a quicker speed. And so you're really probably spending the same amount of time outside no matter what you do anyway. I've seen videos of this particular one here, the 24 inch, going through snow that's, you know, actually above here and just trucking right through. So that was a major seller for me. And seeing other machines, supposedly heavy duty machines, that you get stuck or they have to back out and take 2 or 3 goes at it. And sure, there's different types of snow, so it's really ambiguous and it depends on your own situation, I guess. So that's as far as the unboxing is going to go without me turning off to haul this out of here. So we'll see another video when it's out in the ground.